Hi, I'm Pawnee Jewel. Of course, I have my soaps and lotions, Sweet Earth First, my potionography, as I call it, and I make a few clothes. That really was my main way of making a living when I was in Taos, New Mexico, where I lived. And I do some leather things, and I love to paint. I'm not a particularly good painter, so I'm very shy about bringing my work to the gallery. The pearl was just a thing that sort of gnawed at us. We would get together, we would have these meetings, we talked with lots of people, not just each other, about an art guild or some kind of art group. I had always wanted to have a co-op gallery because I'd seen several in Taos where I lived previously that were very successful, and that seemed like the way to go. And I talked about it so much that Nancy said, look, you're just going to have to do it. She's kind of a shut up and get after it kind of person. So that's what we did.
I grew up in a little community called Burke's Garden, which is in Tazewell County, and went away to school when I graduated from Tazewell High School, and lived all over the country over many years. Finally, about 10 years ago, it just seemed to me to be time to come home. I had been working in the arts for years in various community volunteer work and making work to sell. When I got to Tazewell, there was one little gift store who very kindly sold some of my work, but it really was not an art gallery. So when Pawnee and I had the conversation we had early on, it just sort of all fell into place and has been wonderful for me for the past 3 years.
When I first conceived of the idea, I thought the best way would be to start with a couple of people who got along and who had the same basic view on life or on art. In that situation, because we had to rent a building and we had to spend some money, and so I felt that it was probably best for us to get a group of people, and I can't remember, we had either 6 or 7 when we started.
My name is Linda Weatherly Schroeder. I think I met Pawnee, we've crossed paths at a variety of places, probably Appalachian Arts Center, and I'm an artist here living in North Tazewell area of Virginia, and I have a variety of mediums I'm interested in. My background's drawing and painting, so I do some watercolor, and right now I'm doing some pastels. And since I'm married to a ceramic artist, I have access to clay, so then I play around in clay also. So I can't seem to stick to one medium. I like to switch it around. Then when she opened her gallery there on Tazewell, we connected. I work a part-time job there on Main Street, Tazewell, near the gallery, and met her again, and brought some things to submit to her gallery. So that's very exciting to have some things right down the road.
Oh, it's a wonderful resource. I really recommend to anybody who has work that they would like to show in public, to bring their work to us and let us put it through the jury process. We always need new work and are real interested in encouraging emerging artists. So that, I love it. It's been a wonderful venue for me, and I've done this for a long time and been in a lot of venues, but this is absolutely the most professional and most attractive place anywhere in southwestern Virginia.
We are an Appalachian art gallery, and all of our people are local. Most of them are local or regional, and I have this thing about how at one time in this area, everything we had, because we didn't have a lot of money, everything was handmade, and some of it was beautiful and some of it was just serviceable, depending on how much time you had to invest in it and what your skill level was. And I would just like to see a return of that. I feel like that's sort of the lodestar of the pearl, because we have that. We have very many functional, beautiful pieces, and I would just like to see that appreciated by our local community, of course, but by everyone everywhere. For for just that fact alone, that it's functional and beautiful and somehow enhances their environment